Hey guys, welcome back to Curvy and Fleek. Today I'll be showing you how to get this look done with the wet brushes. This is a challenge that was originally started by Michael Finch. I will be leaving the link to his video in the description box if you are interested in seeing my journey onto getting this look. Keep on watching. So what I already have on my skin is the Adore Hydrating Cream, and I used 2 pumps of that. I also used this Marc Jacobs Undercover Coconut Primer, and I used 2 pumps of this too. And now I'll be moving on to my eyes and my eyebrows, up close and personal. Now I'll be using some of this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and it's the anti-aging, and I'll be putting a little bit of this in my eyelids, and then I'll be adding some concealer on top of it. And I'll just be using this e.l.f. eye blending brush, and I have my glass of water, and I'm going to dip it in there and just try to get rid of the excess, I guess, like that. So I'm going to blend this out. It's kind of hard to work. What have I gotten myself into? Not bad. So moving on to my next eye. I think that once it dries, it looks better, because this one looks and feels good. Meanwhile it dries, I'm going to start off with this eye, and I'm going to start off with another e.l.f. brush, and I'm actually going to use my Declan palette. I'll be using some challenging colors to work with. I'm going to go in with, why not, straight into the blue, and I'm going to apply it on my crease. So I'm going to try to apply it on the outer crease and try to blend it out. This is hard to like blend out, but maybe I can fix it in a bit. Too much towards the middle, but we're gonna make it work. So let me just, before I blend this out further into the inner corner, I'm going to add a little bit more to this eye. It doesn't want to blend out. Like, I wouldn't mind it if it would, like, if I was able to blend it out at the top, but it doesn't really let me blend it out at the top much, so it's gonna have to stay like that. Purple. Right here, and it's called Royalty.
Oh my god. What is going on?
Now I'll be applying that color I showed you at the beginning, and I'm wetting my brush, and the color is called Queen, and this color right here. I'm just going to bring it up to over here, and then I'll be leaving the rest in blue.
through for me. Come through, baby. We got things to do. Girl, you know we got things to do, so get your ass on the road, come through.
I'm going to add some to the other eye too. And I'm going to get my brush wet again. I'm going to curl my lashes, add a little bit of mascara, and I'm going to put on some lashes. I already put on my lashes and did my eyeliner off camera, and now I'll just be moving on to foundation. Oh, first I want to apply some of this Glamlow Glow Starter, and this is the Mega Illuminating Moisturizer, and I'm just going to apply it on my cheeks, on my forehead. After this, I'm going to actually go into my foundation, and I'm going to wet my brush. I'll be using the Oval 7 by the Artis brushes, and I'll be using my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'll be applying it onto the wet brush, and I'm starting off on this side. Ooh, it feels super weird, and it's all streaky. I'm going to apply more, and I'm moving on to my next half of my face. I'm doing my ears, and it feels super weird and nasty to do it there. We have to match our ears so that your ears won't be like a different color. I'm trying not to mess up my eyebrows, but since this drips, I'm trying not to apply too much pressure on there so it doesn't drip all over my eyebrow. And I'm going to go down my neck.
My nose is all patchy. I'm going to try to sort of like blend it out.
Once it dries, it actually looks okay. It doesn't look streaky like it used to look at the time of application. I don't really think it will work to set it, but I'm putting some on my lid. I'll be using the translucent powder by Laura Mercier. I'm dipping my brush into the water. So once it dries, it's okay, except I can still see my nose, how it's kind of patchy, and my forehead. Before it was just my nose, now it's my forehead where it looks all patchy and just... Also over here towards the end of my eye.
So, my contouring, this definitely... It did spread all over, so... Now moving into blush, I'll be using the same Elizabeth Arden brush that I used for setting my face, and I'll be grabbing some blush. For the blush, I'll be using my Mica Beauty Cosmetics brush, and it's this one, and this one is in the color Wild Rose.
I really didn't have a high expectation, but I did kind of like the way it came out. So I'll be moving on to highlight, and I'll be using my Moonchild Glow Kit, and I'll be using this brush from e.l.f. and it's just a total face brush. It's a fluffy brush, and I'll be dipping it into the water. I almost forgot to dip it.
And the brush is just like, bleh. After it was like, fluffy, it's not like, bleh. Look at that. Like, what happened? What? How is that supposed to apply your brush?
So it's wet, and I'll be using some of the Pink Heart. Whoa. I'll be going into the other side. It didn't stay in place, so I'm going to apply some highlight to my nose, and I'll be using the same color, and I'll be using this brush, the Elizabeth Arden brush that I used earlier for my concealer. I already cleaned it, so I'll be using some of that Pink Heart. So this is what it looks like. It does look patchy. Now I'm going to go in with this Revlon Ultra HD matte color lip gloss, and this is in the color Embrace, and this is just like a nude color.
I think I nailed it.
So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, don't forget to smile.
Or whatever you're... Look at that drop. Stop it. I just wanted a little bit in, and it just goes in.
Urban Decay eyeshadow primer lotion.